Have you ever wondered which of your favorite celebrities are raising twins? From powerhouse singers to Hollywood icons, many stars have double the reason to smile at home. Behind the fame and flashing cameras, their twin children often steal the spotlight with charm, talent, and surprising stories. Get ready as we uncover famous celebrities whose twins are just as fascinating as their parents. Denzel Washington and Pauletta Washington. For all his Oscars and legendary roles, Denzel Washington insists his greatest accomplishment isn't in Hollywood, it's his children. On April 10, 1991, he and wife Pauletta welcomed twins Malcolm and Olivia in Los Angeles, and both have since carved powerful paths in entertainment. Malcolm, once a basketball player at Windward School, chose to follow his passion for film. After graduating from the University of Pennsylvania with a degree in film studies, he earned a Master of Fine Arts in directing from the American Film Institute. Carrying the Washington name came with pressure, but Malcolm turned it into motivation. From working as a production assistant on Chef, to directing Benny Got Shot and producing films like North Hollywood and Summer of 17, he has won 9 awards and earned 17 nominations at major film festivals. His latest project, The Piano Lesson, reflects his unique ability to channel culture and family into art. Olivia, meanwhile, stepped into the spotlight as an actress. A graduate of NYU's Tisch School of the Arts, she has appeared in a wide range of projects, from Sorry for Your Loss and Solitary to acclaimed works like The Tragedy of Macbeth, Mr. Robot, Breaking, and The Little Things. With her depth and versatility, Olivia continues to prove she is more than just the daughter of a Hollywood icon. Together, Malcolm and Olivia represent the best of both worlds, a director shaping stories from behind the camera and an actress breathing life into them on screen. For Denzel and Pauletta, their twins are living proof that legacy isn't just about fame, it's about family. Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey. When the world's ultimate diva, Mariah Carey, and the ever-charismatic entertainer Nick Cannon came together, fans knew their union would be anything but ordinary. On April 30th, 2011, coincidentally their third wedding anniversary, the couple welcomed their twins, Monroe and Moroccan, in Los Angeles. Affectionately nicknamed Rock and Roe, the children instantly became the brightest stars in their parents' lives. Monroe, the older of the two, was named after Mariah's idol Marilyn Monroe, and from an early age, she's shown hints of inheriting her mother's flair for the spotlight. At just 10 years old, she made her modeling debut in 2020, radiating confidence beyond her years. With a love for music, Monroe has been seen singing and playing guitar, proving that talent truly runs in the family. Her twin brother, Moroccan Scott, got his name from the Moroccan-inspired decor in Mariah's New York penthouse, where Nick proposed. While Monroe gravitates toward melodies, Moroccan is drawn to rhythm. With a love for drums, he has often joined his sister on stage, creating a dynamic duo that mirrors their parents' creative energy. Though Mariah and Nick eventually went their separate ways, they've made a conscious effort to co-parent harmoniously, ensuring Rock and Roe feel the love and support of both parents. That commitment was clear on their 14th birthday in April 2025, when instead of a flashy Hollywood bash, the twins opted for something simple, yet telling of their growth and escape room adventure. Nick shared the moment on Instagram, proud of his children's evolving personalities and independence. From red carpets to quiet family celebrations, Monroe and Moroccan are proving to be more than just celebrity kids. They're young stars carving their own identities, each beat and note at a time. Sean Combs and Kim Porter. Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs may have built an empire, but his brightest legacy shines through his twin daughters with the late Kim Porter. Jesse James and Delilah Starr, born December 21, 2006, have grown up under the spotlight, yet continue to turn pressure into power and promise. The twins recently graduated from Sierra Canyon High School in Los Angeles, where they were both cheerleaders and social standouts. Their joint Instagram account, with over 700,000 followers, offers fans dance clips, fashion photos, and glimpses of their inseparable bond, often showcased in perfectly coordinated outfits that radiate confidence and style. Their modeling careers began early at Kids Fashion Week, but their breakout moment came in 2021 when they walked the runway at Dolce & Gabbana's Alta Moda show in Venice. Since then, they've been featured in Galore magazine and are already dreaming of creating a billion-dollar beauty brand. Even their prom night made headlines, as the sisters stunned in sleek black corset gowns that highlighted their growing fashion influence and natural star power. Beyond glamour, Jessie and Delilah have also shown remarkable resilience. When a controversial memoir surfaced with accusations against their father, they spoke out, calling it fake and demanding their mother be remembered for her strength, grace, and love. It was a defining moment, proving they're not just models in the making, they're guardians of their family's legacy. With beauty, ambition, and courage, Jessie James and Delilah Starr are stepping into adulthood, ready to carry the Combs name into a bold new era. Beyonce and Jay-Z. When Beyonce and Jay-Z announced they were expecting twins in 2017, the internet exploded. The power couple, she, the global superstar and businesswoman, and he, the king of hip-hop, welcomed Rumi and Sir Carter on June 13th in Los Angeles, instantly turning them into two of the most famous babies in the world. Rumi, named after the legendary Persian poet, has already embraced the stage. She became the youngest female ever to chart on Billboard's Hot 100 with Protector, appeared in Brown Skin Girl beside her mother, grandmother, and big sister Blue Ivy, and recently stunned audiences while performing during the Cowboy Carter tour. Her role in Renaissance, a film by Beyonce, only confirmed her natural star power, while her grandmother proudly calls her bold, stylish, and full of confidence. Sir, meanwhile, walks a quieter path. More like his father, Jay-Z, he's calm, thoughtful, and drawn to numbers rather than fame. During the Cowboy Carter tour, while his sisters lit up the stage, Sir was seen only in video footage, joyfully playing at home with his siblings. Fans admire his grounded energy, proof that not every Carter child seeks the spotlight. Both twins have modeled for Ivy Park x Adidas and appeared in the visual album Black is King, dedicated to Sir. Although Kanye West once stirred controversy with reckless comments about them, Beyonce and Jay-Z remain fiercely protective. By balancing privacy and opportunity, they've allowed Rumi and Sir to develop their own unique identities. Together, they represent two very different but equally inspiring sides of the Carter legacy. Zoe Salda&ntilde and Marco Perego. Hollywood star Zoe Salda&ntilde and her husband, Italian artist Marco Perego, welcomed their twin boys, Sia Ridio and Bowie Ezio, on November 27, 2014, in Los Angeles. Their arrival, through an emergency C-section, was an emotional moment for the couple. But the relief of having two healthy boys quickly turned to joy. As the first children of the pair, the twins brought double the love and double the energy into a household already defined by passion and creativity. From the very beginning, Zoe and Marco committed to raising their boys in a multilingual, multicultural environment. English, Spanish, and Italian are spoken in their home, giving the twins a connection to both their parents' roots. By December 2016, their family expanded again with the birth of younger brother Zen, adding even more laughter, chaos, and camaraderie. The three boys share an inseparable bond, often seen together at family outings and special events. Though Zoe is one of Hollywood's biggest names, she and Marco work hard to protect their children from the full glare of fame. They avoid sleepovers to keep the twins safe, preferring to host friends at their own home. Still, Sia and Bowie have had their share of the spotlight. In 2024, they appeared at the premiere of Zoe's film Emilia Perez in Italy, standing proudly by their mother's side. They were also seen at the Santa Barbara International Film Festival, where Zoe received the American Riviera Award for her outstanding contributions to cinema. For Zoe, balancing motherhood and career is no easy feat, but she often says her sons are her grounding force. Cy and Bowie are growing up in a world where family, culture, and discipline matter just as much as fame, making them not just the sons of stars, but rising individuals with stories of their own waiting to unfold. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt were once Hollywood's golden couple, and their family of 6 children often drew as much attention as their films. The youngest, twins Knox Leon and Vivienne Marceline, were born July 12, 2008, in Nice, France. Their arrival was headline news worldwide, and their first photos sold for a staggering $14 million, with all proceeds donated to the Jolie Pitt Foundation, an early sign that philanthropy would be central to their story. Now 16, the twins are beginning to forge their own identities. Knox, older by just 1 minute, is described as reserved but strong-willed. While he lent his voice to Kung Fu Panda 3, his real passions lie in boxing, fitness, and wellness. He even learned sign language at a young age and has participated in causes such as Hope for Paws. Though not fond of the spotlight, Knox has stood beside his mother at premieres for Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, Marvel's Eternals, and most recently at the Governor's Awards in 2024. Vivienne, meanwhile, seems born for the stage. She first appeared in Maleficent 2014 as young Aurora, but her love for theater grew as she volunteered to assist Angelina during the Broadway production of The Outsiders. Her dedication earned her a credit in the playbill as Vivienne Jolie, deliberately choosing to drop the Pitt surname. At the 2024 Tony Awards, she proudly supported her mother as the play swept 4 major honors, further cementing their special bond. Though born into immense fame, Knox and Vivienne are carving paths of their own, he with discipline and compassion, she with artistry and independence, ensuring that the Jolie Pitt legacy will continue to evolve in remarkable ways. George Clooney and Amal Clooney. When Hollywood's most charming leading man, George Clooney, and internationally respected human rights lawyer Amal Clooney welcomed twins, the world was captivated. On June 6, 2017, at St. Mary's Hospital in London, they became parents to Alexander and Ella, instantly turning their glamorous lives into a family story the world could not stop talking about. Unlike many celebrities who favor unusual names, George and Amal deliberately chose traditional ones. They explained that life for their children would already be extraordinary under the public eye, so classic names would provide a sense of grounding and normalcy. It was a thoughtful decision, showing how much they wanted to protect their children from the weight of fame. Alexander, the elder sibling, is already known for his humor and vibrant personality. He famously interrupted his father's GQ interview, charming viewers with his confidence and wit. Friends close to the family often describe him as a natural entertainer who brightens every room he enters. Ella, born just 2 minutes later, is her brother's quiet opposite. Thoughtful and reserved, she mirrors Amal's elegance and organization. Though shy around adults, she has already earned a reputation as a budding fashionista, often raiding her mother's wardrobe to create bold looks with playful flair. Together, Alexander and Ella prove that individuality shines early, even for children born into global fame. With careful parenting, George and Amal are raising twins who reflect not only charm and intelligence, but also kindness, creativity, and heart. Which twin do you think takes more after their famous parents, Alexander with George's humor or Ella with Amal's elegance? Share your thoughts below. Jennifer Lopez and Mark Anthony. Jennifer Lopez and Marc Anthony were once Latin music's ultimate power couple, and their love story gave the world a precious gift on February 22, 2008, twins Emma Maribel and Maximilian David, born in Long Island, New York. Their baby photos sold for $6 million, among the most expensive celebrity pictures ever, and from the beginning it was clear that the world would always be watching them grow. Now 17, Emma and Max are carving their own unique identities. Emmy, born first, is following in her mother's artistic footsteps. At the 2020 Super Bowl halftime show, she stunned millions performing alongside J-Lo, duetting on Let's Get Loud and Born in the USA. She has since appeared at events like the Dodgers Blue Diamond Gala and even published a children's prayer book titled Lord Help Me, inspiring kids around the world. Amy also starred in her mom's documentary Dance Again and the 2022 film Halftime, proving she's as comfortable on screen as she is on stage. Jennifer often refers to Emma using they/them pronouns, reflecting her support of Emmy's individuality and self-expression. Max, born just 11 minutes after his sister, carries a striking resemblance to his father, Marc Anthony. Though more private than Emmy, he shares an interest in voice acting and has appeared in projects like Dance Again and Marry Me. Known for his compassionate nature, Max has been a source of inspiration for Jennifer's activism, including her support for the Black Lives Matter movement. Despite their parents' separation, Emma and Max remain closely bonded, often appearing together at family events and in candid moments shared by J-Lo. To her, they are affectionately known as the Coconuts, a nickname that reflects their inseparable connection. Angela Bassett and Courtney B. Angela Bassett and Courtney B. Vance are more than just award-winning actors. They are also proud parents who endured a long journey to parenthood. After 7 emotionally exhausting IVF attempts, the couple welcomed twins Bronwyn Golden and Slater Josiah through surrogacy on January 27, 2006. Their arrival brought unimaginable joy, turning years of heartache into the family Angela and Courtney had always dreamed of. From the beginning, the proud parents worked hard to protect their children from the spotlight. While Bronwyn and Slater grew up mostly away from flashing cameras, their teenage years have gradually drawn them into public life. They've accompanied their parents to major events, including the 14th Annual Governor's Awards and the 2023 Oscars, where they stood proudly by Angela's side on the red carpet. Bronwyn, the daughter, is described as outgoing and full of charisma. She often shares her vibrant energy with her mom and dad, and her parents note she has a creative spark that could one day lead her into entertainment. Slater, on the other hand, has been called thoughtful and disciplined, reflecting much of his father's steady influence. In interviews, Angela has lovingly joked that she's the fun parent, while Courtney is the firm disciplinarian, something both kids agreed with while smiling proudly on Oscar night. Now preparing for college, the twins toured over 24 campuses in 2024, exploring their options for the next chapter of their lives. While their exact choices remain private, Angela has expressed confidence that both Bronwyn and Slater are prepared to chase their passions with purpose and integrity. Raised by 2 of Hollywood's most respected figures, the Vance twins represent resilience, family, and the rewards of persistence. Steve Harvey and Marcia Harvey. Long before Steve Harvey became a household name as a comedian, host, and television personality, he was already a father. With his first wife, Marcia Harvey, Steve welcomed twin daughters Brandy and Carly on August 20th, 1982. Born decades before their father's fame exploded, the twins grew up outside the limelight, but as adults, they have each carved their own identities, powerful, inspiring, and distinct. Brandy Harvey has become a voice for empowerment. Once a competitive bodybuilder, she finished second in a national NPC competition before channeling her energy into health and wellness. She founded Beyond Her, a platform designed to help women of color focus on mental, physical, and spiritual well-being. Brandy is also the author of Breakthrough Sold Separately and a popular motivational speaker, appearing on TEDx stages and inspiring thousands online. Beyond her work, she serves as executive director of the Steve and Marjorie Harvey Foundation, leading programs that mentor young people and push them toward excellence. Yet, her relationship with Steve has not always been smooth. She has openly admitted feeling that her father prioritized his adopted children, but also says she understands his journey of self-discovery. Carly Harvey, the younger twin, took a slightly different path. Known for her charm and presence, she is also passionate about empowering women through public speaking. In 2017, she delivered a memorable speech at the Girls Who Rule the World camp, encouraging young girls to dream boldly. Carly maintains a warmer relationship with her father and has appeared on his shows several times. She married entrepreneur and author Benjamin Raymond in 2016, and together they share a son, Benjamin Troy Raymond II, adding another generation to the Harvey legacy. Celine Dion and Angelina. For global superstar Celine Dion, family has always been at the heart of her life. On October 23, 2010, at St. Mary's Medical Center in West Palm Beach, Florida, she and her husband, Renee Angelil, welcomed twin boys, Nelson and Eddie, via C-section. Their names carried deep meaning, Nelson honoring South African leader Nelson Mandela, and Eddie after French songwriter Eddie Marnay, who had worked closely with Celine on her earliest albums. The twins were just 5 years old when tragedy struck in 2016, as their beloved father Renee lost his battle with throat cancer. Celine, left to raise her boys while balancing her career, leaned on rituals and storytelling to help them understand and process their father's absence. She even used Disney's Up to explain loss in a way they could connect with, showing her dedication not just as a mother, but as an anchor in their lives. Now, teenagers, Nelson and Eddie are stepping into the world with maturity beyond their years. They occasionally make rare public appearances, often drawing attention for how much they've grown. In June 20th, 24, the boys appeared at one of Celine's concerts, proudly supporting their mother. Later, they were spotted at the TGL golf match in Florida, where they charmed fans while sharing a lighthearted moment with Tiger Woods. These glimpses show young men who are confident, joyful, and grounded despite the immense fame surrounding their family. For Celine, the twins remain living reminders of her love story with Renee, and she has often expressed how deeply they motivate her to keep moving forward. Strong, resilient, and inseparable, Nelson and Eddie are proof that love and legacy can carry a family through even the darkest of times. Gordon Ramsay and Tana Ramsay. Celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay is known worldwide for his fiery temper in the kitchen, but at home he's a proud father who melts for his children. With his wife, Tana Ramsay, he welcomed twins Jack and Holly on December 31, 1999 in England. Conceived through IVF after the couple's struggles with fertility, their arrival was a double blessing that closed out the millennium with joy. Holly Anna Ramsay has grown into a confident young woman with a passion for fashion and mental health advocacy. A graduate of Ravensbourne University in London, she has modeled and launched her own podcast aimed at helping young people navigate anxiety, self-doubt, and personal growth. Holly also produced a documentary focusing on sexual education and has been praised for using her platform to spark conversations about issues that matter. Recently engaged to Olympic swimmer Adam Peaty, she has received the full support of her famous father, who welcomed her fiancé warmly. Jack Scott Ramsay, her twin brother, once dreamed of becoming an actor, even appearing in his sister's CBBC show and performing on stage at the Edinburgh Festival at 17. But his life took a different direction. A sports lover who played rugby and water polo, Jack shocked many by joining the Royal Marines in 2020. After enduring grueling commando training, he earned his Green Beret later that year, a mark of honor and resilience. His decision impressed not only his family but also fans who admired his discipline and courage. Though their paths are different, Holly as a creative voice and Jack as a soldier both have carried forward the Ramsay drive for excellence. And behind the tough TV persona, Gordon has shown his softer side, often sharing just how proud he is of his twins. Chris Hemsworth and Elsa Pataky. Chris Hemsworth may be the mighty Thor on screen, but at home he's simply dad to his 3 children, including twins Tristan and Sasha, born March 18, 2014 in Los Angeles. He and his wife, Spanish actress Elsa Pataky, chose to step away from Hollywood's chaos to raise their family in Byron Bay, Australia, where the kids could grow up closer to nature and far from constant paparazzi attention. Now 11 years old, Tristan and Sasha have enjoyed a childhood that blends normalcy with occasional brushes of fame. Their parents rarely show their faces publicly, but fans catch glimpses of them through carefully chosen posts on Chris's social media. Whether it's surfing at the beach, celebrating birthdays, or tagging along on family trips, the twins are often pictured smiling, adventurous, and full of life. Still, being the sons of Marvel's God of Thunder has its perks. In 2022, Tristan and Sasha made a surprise cameo in Thor: Love and Thunder, joining other cast members' children for fun scenes that thrilled fans. They've also attended a handful of red carpet events, most recently the premiere of Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, where the Hemsworth family appeared united and radiant. Despite their father's superstardom, Chris and Elsa remain committed to keeping their children grounded. They've spoken openly about prioritizing family over fame, even relocating halfway across the world to give their kids a quieter life. For the twins, that means school, surfing, traveling, and spending quality time together, simple joys that balance out their extraordinary heritage. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo may be one of the greatest soccer players of all time, but his proudest role has always been fatherhood. On June 8, 2017, while representing Portugal on the field, he quietly welcomed twin babies, Ava Maria and Mateo, via surrogate. Born in the United States, their arrival was kept private at first, with Ronaldo later confirming the joyful news to millions of fans worldwide. Ava and Mateo were introduced to the world as part of Ronaldo's growing family, soon joined by their stepmother, Georgina Rodriguez, and younger siblings. Despite their father's extraordinary fame, the twins have been raised with a sense of normalcy. Ronaldo has often shared heartwarming glimpses of their family life on social media, photos of vacations, birthdays, and playful moments that reveal the softer, nurturing side of the global football icon. Now 7 years old, Eva and Mateo live primarily in Spain and Portugal, splitting time between Ronaldo's training schedules and family life. While their older brother Cristiano Jr. has already shown strong soccer talent, the twins are still discovering their own interests. Ava is said to be lively, spirited, and drawn to creative play, while Mateo is more reserved but loves sports, often spotted kicking a ball around with his siblings. Their 6th birthday in 2023 was celebrated at home with family. Georgina shared photos of a simple yet elegant party, complete with balloons and laughter, proof that despite the luxury surrounding them, Ronaldo and Georgina value intimate family moments over flashy celebrations.